Good morning to you guys. Hey, listen, today's manner, I'm going to take a minute and kind of set this up. So, how many of you, just raise your hand, a silent hand, how many of you have ever had somebody sleep over at your house? Put your hand up if you've ever had somebody sleep over in your house. Okay? All right. So, check out those people. Look around the room real quick. So, if you've done this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How many of you have slept over at somebody else's house? Put your hand in the air. Okay? All right. So listen, this manner kind of reflects that idea. So when you go to somebody's house, I bet you're on your best behavior, right? I was always told to when I was a kid. Boy, when I go over to somebody's house, you better be good. You better mind your manners. Follow the parents' directions, right? And you knew that if you didn't do those things when you went over there, you wouldn't be invited back, right? They're not going to have you come back over if you were rude, if you didn't clean up after yourself, if you didn't offer to help and do anything. You wouldn't be invited back. So I know when I was your age and we were going over to a friend's house and things like that, and I still do this at my age. When I go over to somebody's house, if we go over for dinner, I offer to help with the dishes. Or if we're doing something later at night, I help to clean up some things. Whatever it may be, I don't just get up and go and just leave a mess. That's not okay to do, right? So today's manner focuses on when you have a guest in your classroom. So when you have a guest come in as a presenter, when you have a guest that might come in as your actual teacher for the day, those are the days when you need to be on your best behavior because they're a guest. You need to show them truly what we are all about here at Beartooth Elementary School. That we're about these Bear 24 manners. That we're about being good people and treating people the right way. See, oftentimes when we get a guest teacher in the classroom, kids sometimes start to act up and don't follow the same rules, and they don't do things the same way. You do things the same way because you know what you're supposed to do. The guest teacher doesn't, so they're also trying to do their best to figure it out because those days can be hard sometimes when you have a guest teacher. And we want to make it as easy as we can on the guest teacher, which then also makes it easy for everybody in the classroom. And that's really what we're going for. So when you have a guest teacher in your classroom, all the same rules still apply. You still do the same procedures as far as how you line up, how you come to the carpet, how you sign out to go to the bathroom, or how you put a pass on your desk, or when you can use that. All those things are still the same. And that's all this manner is. But again, it goes back to how you're going to treat somebody. So I want you to really think about that for a second, because it's super important. Our guest teachers have a tough job. To come in and work with 20 or 25 kids that they don't know is tough. So you've got to give them a break and make sure you're on your best behavior and be as helpful as you can on those days. So that way your whole class, the entire other 18, 25, 26 kids can leave the day feeling like it was a productive day. They were engaged, right? Remember, being productive is part of our word for, or is part of our definition for being engaged. It means you got things done. You accomplished things, right? And really making sure that you're following the same rules and procedures, and being super helpful is also being aware of how that might feel if you had to come in and run that class for the entire day. And would you want to be there if people were treating you poorly? If they weren't being nice to you? If they were trying to get away with things and do things that they know they're not supposed to do? I wouldn't want to come back. And we would like our teachers that are here every day to be able to take a day off and not have to come back and be stressed out and worried about, did my class do the right thing? Because trust me, teachers worry about that stuff. They want to come back and feel good about leaving and know that you guys just carried on doing what you do. When I was gone last week, our teachers here just kept on doing what they do and helped me out. And thank you for that, teachers. But they did that for me because I wasn't here. They picked up and did things that sometimes they might not normally do. Sometimes they do that every day anyway. But they also dealt with some things that maybe they would have asked me to help with. And because I wasn't here, they just did it. They were being super helpful to me even though I wasn't here. So you can do the same thing for your guest teachers and help them out. That's our manner today. It's manner number 15. When a guest teacher is in your classroom, all rules still apply. Treat them as you would a guest in your house. And let them do things their way. Let them do the things that they want to do. Because guest teachers also don't do things the same way, right? They do some things different. And that's okay. Sometimes your teacher leaves things for them to do that are different. That's okay. You treat them like a guest and you do the things that they want to do. You do it how they want to do it, and you're on your best behavior. Right? I love this one. Okay, manner number 15 in the books. We'll talk to y'all soon.